Namaste Sarasvati Devi Kaulavani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Prachyatya Dishatarine Vanchakalpa Tarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. A real Vaishnava, he does not consider his disciples to be his property, but like those who are sent by his eternal spiritual master, who came to teach him. This is the principle of the Vaishnava. He sees the Guru in everything. And I see through my spiritual evolution, because I come from a very low condition, that through all the living entities I have met in this life, how I was able to learn and liberate myself from all these tendencies that are within us, like illusion of attaching ourselves to a lady, like the illusion to wanting to be a guru, power, renown, worship. And it is something that is organized by Radha and Krishna and Gauranga Mahaprabhu, by Srila Prabhupada. Unfortunately, through all these experiences, we can also could do wrong, hurt others, because all these coverings sometimes that are covering us and who have nothing to do with our eternal reality, they make obstruction to our true internal treasure. In Krishna's world, or in the world of Radha, since the heart of Krishna is the garden of the heart of Shri Radha, and the garden of Radha is the garden of the heart of Krishna. At Radha Kund, there are particular paths where the servants of Ananga Manjari, they do types of mandalas where Radha and Krishna, they will rest their feet. And all the drawings they make, all the scriptures, the writings they put are their feelings, that they will feel exactly at that place by resting the feet on this drawing. This transcendental world is so special that it allows even to the associates of Radha and Krishna to know their emotions. Everything is an emotion. Everything is love. Everything is so beautiful. But the most wonderful is that although they are putting through their drawing their flower petals, they with a special powder they write the emotions. And although Radha and Krishna, they see their feelings taking birth in these places, then they're just like beautified by the love of their servants. So Radharani, Rupa Manjari, Ananga Manjari, Subal, everything depends the eternal Guru that we have. We can even have two gurus. They know everything about our reality. They make arrangements in our life so that this eternal reality can become a reality. And this is what the Guru shares. If he doesn't have such feelings, then he will teach rules. But our goal is love. Our goal is transcendence. Srila Prabhupada explained what is the significance of the Vyasapuja. And he says that the true disciple, when he receives the wealth of the Guru's heart, that he can see his transcendental form, he can know his name, his dresses, etc. That he receives himself this position, he cannot reimburse his debt. Nobody can reimburse such a debt. Well, of course, we must be disciple to be able to have a debt, and not just have the appearance of a disciple. But he explains that this day of Vyasapuja, it is the day where the disciple, he pay his debt, in fact. So it's not an ordinary day. And we have to come with this mentality. Otherwise, we obtain something else. Our goal is Braj. We are not inhabitants of this world. We have nothing to do with the stories of this world because they will finish with death. Everything we do will be taken away from us. Where's the previous life? We don't remember. Unless we were a Vaishnava and Krishna himself or Radharani reveals to us who we were. That is why we need to take spiritual life very, very, very seriously. No matter the situation in which we are, and accept that all the reversals of life, they're given to us to detach ourselves from illusion. And it is something that is really important. Anyway, in this world, we cannot please everybody. What we call a good action, for another, it is a mistake. Everything we do will be judged, interpreted. But if our devotion at the feet of our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, or others, because the principle of Guru is not a sectarian principle, it's an eternal principle. That means that we can, through Guru, realize our eternal Guru. However, when this realization comes in our heart, what do we realize? This world doesn't have any hold on us, any grip. No matter what people say, no matter what they will say. And Krishna speaks about this knowledge to Arjuna. Everything that you will have heard and everything that you will hear in the future, everything will be insignificant, because when we receive knowledge of our reality by the mercy of the Guru, then everything becomes insignificant. And even our birth, it disappears. Even the remembrance of the beings that we associated with disappears. All the attachments disappear because our eternal feeling appears. And this is bhakti. This is real bhakti. It's not furtive activity where we accept God to be happy. No. We accept this process so that it allows us to feed, to die, to live, to know our eternal reality. However, when we reunite for the Vyasapuja, the Guru, we cannot say he connects himself, but the superior reality, his Gurus, they come to him and they engage him in the service. They're there. However, the Guru is for that represented to be non-different from Krishna. Because when we serve him with the right attitude, then we touch the inhabitants of Braj. we touch the heart of Radharani. And at some point, they come to pick us up. It's very powerful. But if we don't have the right attitude, if our desire is not pure, it cannot appear. And all of this is caused to different factors, like bad association. If we associate ourselves with materialistic people, then of course, I'm not someone that is sectarian. Myself, I respect all living entities, all desires. But the wrong association, it gives the wrong desire. We cannot, through a wrong association, have such aspiration. That is not possible, because it does not exist in this material world. And this is found in the heart of the Vaishnava. But for that, we really need to love. Only love can make it that the Vaishnava, he reveals himself and take you with him. And we see in the exchanges with Mahaprabhu how this reality is there. I remember this passage where in the Chaitanya Bhagavat of the first Vyasapuja in the Gaudiya Vaishnavism. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he ordered to organize the Guru Purnim, the worship of Vyasadeva. And it was in the house of Srivas, and he asked if he had everything, and Shiva said, yes, I have everything. And so Nityananda, he was in charge. And Mahaprabhu, he came late, and it was supposed to start at 9 o'clock sharp. And so nobody understood why Nitai, he was not acting. It was simply when Mahaprabhu arrived. What did Nitai do? He worshipped Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And the Lord, he manifested at that time a form with 6 arms, Sadbhuja. And we know that Vaishnavism had dark moments also, where the devotees of the Lord, they were more introverted. They were more in bhajan, because the living entities didn't want Krishna. And we see that even in the region where Mahaprabhu appeared, in those days, a lot of worship of Durga, for example, appeared. And the Vaishnavism, kind of through the true teachings of Mahaprabhu, it almost disappeared. And we see great personalities like Janavadevi, for example, who is an Angamanjari, in which wonderful way, she reinstated all the truths about Mahaprabhu. So, the principle of Guru, the Acharya principle, is to teach true devotion. And this is what is important. We must not direct a disciple in illusion. Well, of course, Guru, he adapts himself according to time, place and circumstance, because he is an instrument. Everybody doesn't have the same desires, but his goal is that all attain perfection. This is the real Guru. And through his qualification, when he gives an instruction, in this instruction, there is this eternal reality. That is why, even if a disciple doesn't necessarily have the qualification, if he continues to have a good attitude and to love his spiritual master, then qualification will come. But it is extremely difficult to understand a Vaishnava. Extremely difficult. We saw in the past so-called Mahabhagavats who were so powerful. They had so many disciples. When they came in a place, it was so powerful. And still today they're not there anymore. They fell down. The most important is in which way the eternal Guru loves us. I remember at one point there's a Mataji that came maybe 6 years ago, and she told me that a Vaishnava told us that the temple will be destroyed for the offense that we did towards him, and that everybody here will fall down. All of us. 7 years passed, nothing happened. When I said this to a qualified Vaishnava, he smiled, and he laughed and he said, "What can this Vaishnava do? You're protected directly by Krishna." And he was saddened. Our mission, it's not us who manifested it. It is the mercy of Prabhupada. It is the mercy of Radharani. We cannot destroy what is eternal. That is why all the Vaishnavas, they pass through different kinds of purification. Even those who we think they are so elevated. We must not think that it is necessarily material. We can think also that there are pastimes, but everything is made to liberate completely from illusion. That is why one and the others, they are important in our own world. We don't see friends, enemies. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he used to say, "I have no friends nor enemies in this world." Well, it is the same thing. We are together in this boat of mercy, and together we qualify ourselves. And this is what is important. We are not pretenders who want to replace great acharyas. We are not mad. We are simple people. We simply want to be a small servant. I'm sitting there with a lot of flower garlands, and I'm not in illusion. I'm not interested by it. I'm not interested. I will not let my eternal service for 5 flower garlands and for a foot bath. And for someone, he will curse me. No, I'm not interested. It takes time, but when the connection is real, then we don't come backtrack. True spiritual acquisition is so strong that we can never go backtrack. We can never regret anything. And this is the beauty of bhakti. But for that, we need a strong connection and a faith that is deep. It's really important. If we have doubt, then we obtain nothing. We suffer. We're like an ocean where we don't know where to go. It is extremely hard. So, we must always be under the shelter of a Vaishnava. And the Vaishnavas like Srila Prabhupada, they're always available, they're always present. And this is what is beautiful. What do we teach? We teach simplicity. We teach simply how to take shelter. It's so simple, bhakti. There are many teachings which are sometimes really complicated. It's to take us out, to take away our complication. But once we are simple, then we can attain this world. But it's not so simple. Because Radha, she will not take anybody. We need a qualification. So by taking shelter of a qualified guru who has an eternal relationship with the maidservants of Radharani, we can be trained and obtain this qualification. However, Radharani's friends or Subala's friends, myself, Braj is large. There are many ways of loving Radha and Krishna. But when they love us, then when they present us to Radha and Krishna, we're accepted. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he spoke to Ramananda Roy, Ramananda Roy is so dear to Mahaprabhu. When Mahaprabhu was in states of immense separation, in the state of mind of Srimati Radharani, when Krishna, he was not visible anymore in Braj, then Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy, they were at his side, just like captains of his feelings. So we cannot imagine how much the associates of the Lord are important. They're the life of the Lord. There is life force, is vital airs. Radha, Krishna, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they put themselves completely in their hands. So, when we become dear to an associate of the Lord, then Krishna accepts us. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said to Ramananda Roy, everything you accept, even a cat, a dog, everything you affectionate, I accept him. I accept it. Even without asking myself questions. This is the power of the Vaishnavas. Even if you're not qualified, if a Vaishnava loves you, you obtain everything. This is the power of the Vaishnava. It's really powerful, a Vaishnava. But we cannot see with material eyes. Impossible. Because even if he would give us all of his treasure, if our attitude is not good, we will not obtain it. But if our attitude is good, then we obtain everything. Attitude is the most important. But attitude means what? It means love. Love is the most important thing. When Srila Prabhupada he came in the West, he came with love. He did not come like a military with a Kalashnikov and grenades, counting on his own strength. No. He is an associate of the Lord. And the associate of the Lord knows the power of the desire of Radharani to save us all. And we see that this movement of Mahaprabhu, it is obliged to spread out of the mercy of Nityananda, out of the mercy of Janavadevi. It is obliged to spread. Nobody will be able to stop it. But this love is not visible with material senses. That is why we need sometimes to many lifetimes to see it, to feel it, to taste it. But the Vaishnavas who are sent by Srimati Radharani, they have such a special mercy. It is that even those who have no qualifications whatsoever, not even a desire, they want to bring back everybody. They fall at the feet, just like Nitai. He fell at the feet of the Lord, Gauranga, and he cries, Lord, they have no qualification whatsoever. You must save them. You are Patita Pavan. We see with Jagai and Madai. So of course Jagai and Madai were Jai and Vijay, the gatekeepers of the transcendental world of Vaikuntha, but they served as an example so that Mahaprabhu access in liberating the most fallen. Thus, we just need to a good attitude, a little patience, and faith, and everything will be accomplished. We really need to have faith in the mercy of the Acharyas and be open-minded. We need to respect all Vaishnavas. Because if we don't respect all Vaishnavas and we think that only us have the mercy, then we will not be able to enter into the understanding of which way Radharani gives our compassion. It is really important. We are in a path. We are in love with Srila Prabhupada. But when this love for Prabhupada manifests itself, and we can see the reality of Prabhupada, we see Braj. We see many group leaders. We see many lineages. We're part of a big family. And we stop fighting like cats and dogs. It's something that is important. So, I wanted to thank you for accompanying me for all these years. I'm asking forgiveness for my offenses, for the mistakes I have done. I am conscious of it. But this reality was always within me. It never left me. It is simply that I learned things through relationships. I detach myself. And now I can really explain them and understand. And sometimes Shri Radha, she places us in circumstances that are terrible, but because we are a devotee, then we are obliged to obtain success. And we must have faith in this. Everything that happens to us is mercy. It cannot be any other way. This is the experience I have in this life. Even I remember when I was a thug. Now I pay the consequences because it's like I was a boxer. I did a lot of fights. I have a lot of problems in my body. But even when I was a thug, I could have been killed so many times, or went to jail lifetime so many times. But I was always protected, always. Because even if we pass through into the worst situation, Radha and Krishna, they know that we are the devotee. And this evolution, it is like a scene, like a scene. That's what we realize. And at some point, all the clouds, they disappear. And we can then appreciate truly in which way Radha and Krishna, Ganga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, our disciplic succession, Srila Prabhupada, in which way they act to liberate all living entities. And this happens through different lineages. It is so beautiful. And we must become appreciative of this love. So the Vyasapuja, it is a day where the spiritual master, he remembers his own eternal spiritual master. And he becomes himself more surrendered. It's not that he becomes proud. Oh yes, I'm the Guru, and you are my disciples. In fact, when he thinks like that, he falls down this Guru, it's finished. Some they think that sometimes. Traps in Bhakti is very subtle. It's really subtle. Thank you very much.